Record. Okay, welcome everyone. Today I'm interviewing one of my self-love students for the Magic of Self-Love program. Marcia, would you introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do?
All right. Hi, my name is Marcia and I am from South Africa. I'm currently self-employed. I'm just doing odd jobs here and there. I'm also a VA, and to Maria, I'm currently helping her.
Mm-hmm.
And also I am co-hosting a podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And we're super excited to know what your transformation was, how your experience was with the Magic of Self-Love, and what made you join the Magic of Self-Love.
That's a good question. Um I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't really think about joining the self-love program at first. It was the scholarship thing that got me like my brain like, oh, maybe I should do this because like here's an opportunity in like learning self-love. And so I did it, and then as I did the questions, I found myself actually resonating with it and like being like, oh, maybe this is something I could actually do. And yeah, I didn't get the scholarship, but then you called. I remember when you called, you're like, yeah, I love your aura, I love your energy. I feel like self-love would be a good thing for you to do just to like become like your real you. And it really did. But we'll get to that later on. And
Mhm.
like, yeah, you're just so welcoming and like just so open, and I felt comfortable. It's like, this may be the thing I actually need. I remember saying that at the time and I just didn't understand why,
Mm,
but like I'm glad I joined the program.
mm. Thank you. And what did you hope to accomplish in this course in the beginning? Do you remember?
In the beginning, I just wanted to accomplish having more self-love for myself, just loving myself more, and just instilling in a self-confidence and erasing self-doubt, have like self-pride, and just everything to do with myself, because I knew I lacked confidence, and that stemmed from like not loving myself, wanting to take myself to the next level by self-love.
Mm. Okay, thank you. And how did you used to feel before joining the program, and what did your inner critic used to tell you?
um I would say that before joining the program, I was in like a state of victimhood, which is being
Mm,
honest, because I was always constantly judging myself. I was just angry with myself, a bit bitter, and just like resentful, I
mm,
think. Like that I didn't get to where I wanted to be, on top of like being a perfectionist and like
mm,
expecting things to happen that never happened. And so a lot of that was sort of overwhelming, that it gave, I feel like maybe it was like one of the causes of anxiety. I'm not sure, but like I know I had a lot of anxiety, and it wasn't something I knew how to fix or knew how to heal.
mm. Okay, so you felt a lot of anxiety, a lot of resentment, and what did your inner critic used to tell you before? Like, what was your identity?
Okay, thank you for reminding me of that
Uh-huh.
question. It used to tell me that I'm not smart, that I'm dumb, you keep making mistakes, you're not good enough, you'll never succeed, you're
Mm,
not meant to be like the real you. Money doesn't come to you because you just need to work hard for it, because that's just what it is. You don't deserve to have money. Just like literally everything from like a place of lack was running through my mind, like
mm,
how I don't have many friends, how I'm not always listened to or heard of, understood. I felt sometimes judged, but I think it was me judging myself.
right.
And I want to say I felt ignorant, but I feel like I ignored my feelings, and in turn, I ignored other people's feelings.
Mm.
Mm. It wasn't like a common thing, but it was like I couldn't speak to other people because I was just too bitter with myself and too angry at myself and judging myself too much, that I didn't think that people were supposed to know me, get to know me, and like be my friend.
Hmm. Wow. And then now, how do you feel? Not obviously all the time because we always have highs and lows, but like, how do you in general feel? And what does your inner critic tell you who you are now?
It's a good question. I feel like right now at the moment I feel peace. So I always take that as a good thing. And like I'm in a constant state of gratitude and like consciousness. Like I'm more aware of what I'm feeling. And I find that instances that would have bothered me before I'd react or respond, now I sort of just take a step back and just let it be, because I've sort of understood that I love myself enough to know if it's like something I should respond to or react to.
Mm,
And yeah, I feel like I'm just like a much better, like much calmer person, a much happier person.
mm,
Like I get happy every now and again. So my main emotion is peace. Then the second one would be like I think freedom and like just feeling okay and loved, essentially. Those like the top ones. The rest they come every now and again. Even like when I do have days of resistance, I still find myself um practicing gratitude and like not letting that stop me. Obviously it takes a while for me to step into that, but it's a lot easier than if it was before,
mm,
because I would start the day off what we consider as bad and then end it on a good note all the time,
mm,
all the time. And I've taken a lot of time to like relax when I need to, whereas before I'd feel guilty about doing that,
mm.
and I'd feel almost like I didn't do anything. I was useless, and because literally it's I don't know, we in a society we like work, 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 work,
Yeah.
hustle, 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 get things done all the time. And now it's like when I take a nap, I appreciate it. Or when I meditate, like I meditated before this interview. I literally
Mm,
did. I was like, I feel like I need to have like a clear mind. So I
mm,
meditated just because I knew that I would have like a lot of things in my mind and I didn't want that to affect how it would go.
mm,
Yeah, I practice meditation, find myself doing yoga in the morning. That's part of like my morning routine. My night routine is different, whereas I have maybe inspirational videos that I watch, or sometimes it can even be like funny videos. I sort of like instill playfulness into my life. But
mm.
like sometimes I'll sing, sometimes I'll dance, sometimes I'll watch something that's like I would usually watch back then and like feel very guilty because it's like I'm wasting valuable time
Right.
of working. So essentially that. And you asked about what my critic asked me now. Um, hmm, that's a good question. I think I still get the same voices or words that my self-critic said, like, oh, you're not worthy enough, oh, you're not heard, oh, you're not recognized. But I will say that those thoughts have quieted down more.
Mm,
And instead of thinking a lot, because I tend to overthink things, even like small scenarios or like just theoretical situations, found myself thinking a lot. And now I'm more into like feeling and sort of just being in the present moment and
mm,
not allowing my inner critic to get the best of me. Sometimes I
right.
do have days where I slip, but it's like I understand, I love you, I accept that this is how it is, and yeah, we just move on from there.
Right. So even though you do still have the same thoughts, they don't affect you as much
Right.
because you accept them as they are instead of fighting them and fighting your identity. Is like you're not the thoughts, they're just speaking, you're just
Mm-hmm.
clouds, you let them go. That's
Yeah.
cool. And I love that like you implement playfulness, like you schedule playfulness during your day. And I think that's really cool. Like everyone should include playfulness, not just work, not just do, things to get money done, to receive money or whatever. It's like, no, you need to take care of you.
Right.
So I love that you have, I don't know how many hours do you have during the day where where you allow yourself to feel good.
Hmm. I mean, I'm work mostly at night, so during the days, like, I don't do anything during the day.
Mm,
It's like that sort of a thing. Like during the day, it's for maybe like learning new things or watching inspirational videos or watching a TV series or going outside and just sitting outside or maybe snapping because sometimes I do take a long nap longer than it
mm.
should be sometimes. Yeah, I found myself doing work at night. So maybe out of, let's say I wake up at 9 or 10 and then I go to bed at like 2 the next day, AM,
Mm-hmm.
it would be like 12 plus another 4 hours. So 14-hour day would be like maybe from 10 to the 10 p.m.
Wow.
That would be like 4 hours of doing work and then 12 hours of not really doing work because I find that I'm more productive in those 4 hours than if it was the whole day. I
Right.
just don't. I've I've learned that I don't have the energy to like do because I sort of get burnt out. So I that's something I've learned.
Mm, that's beautiful. It's so similar to my routine too. I'm a night owl. I work like so efficiently at night for like 3 4 hours, and during the day, like I don't even know what I do. I just whatever my body wants me to do, take naps. So I love how like you're so intuitive now. You listen to your body, and you don't feel bad for listening to your body. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. And what's your favorite lesson from the program so far?
Okay. I mean I've told you this.
Yes.
My favorite lesson is from the create module. Um it's day 5, I think. Is it day 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Law of rhythm. Oh no, it's actually Monday's one, the day
Day
6 one.
six.
Law of rhythm, how
Mm,
like there's always the good things that are not permanent and the bad things that are not permanent, the different seasons we have and how we sort of experience things because it's meant to improve the human's experience in a way that it either challenges the soul, fulfills your soul, makes you learn a lesson, and allows you to harvest the seeds of success and abundance. And yeah, that's my favorite lesson.
mm. And why is it your favorite lesson?
I mean, I like the fact that it most of the lessons were like they either focused on one theme or the other in terms of like positive and negative.
Mm,
With that one, it was more balanced, if it makes sense, because it's
mm,
like it resonated with me so much that I understood the balance of that law.
mm,
I know law of polarity also discusses how positive emotions and negative emotions of the same frequency are two different things that you experience. But with the law of rhythm, it's sort of like it's like in every aspect of your life where
mm,
like the pendulum swings from the right, then it goes to the left. So it's like a fun way of looking at it. I even
mm,
like the way you described life as sort of like ocean
mm,
waves, how it comes ashore and then it goes back into the ocean. It was so cool. I really
mm,
love that one.
mm. Thank you. I love that one too. And what was your most transformative lesson?
Ah, whew. um, that one's hard because it's like there's so many lessons that we've done that I've
Mhm,
done. Um, hmm. I think I think it's somewhere in the mirror module.
mm,
Mindfulness,
mm,
practicing mindfulness and consciousness. I feel like the mindfulness one is the one that transformed me because I sort of it almost makes me feel like I can take, I don't know how to put it. It's like I do yoga every day, but I never understood why. I
Mm,
knew I felt good after doing yoga, but after doing the mindfulness lesson, I sort of understood it was like to clear the thoughts and to, say yes to the thoughts, to sort of let it dissolve and just like detach, to create more space for creation or for like inspiration. That one is the one that like I find was the most impactful, because I
mm,
even use it still today. Well, all of them you use, but like that one is like the main one. It goes like on top of my list with like meditation and yoga, because essentially it's mindfulness is in both of those things.
right. Wow. Thank you. And if you could describe the program in one word, what would it be?
Mm. I'm literally like, I think mind shifting, if
Hmm.
that's even one word.
Yeah, totally.
Mind shifting. It like it shifts your psyche, literally. It makes you go from a state of victimhood into like a state of procreation,
Hmm.
abundance, manifestation. It's sort of the co-creator idea, like you're the co-creator of your life, you're the co-creator of, along with other people, all
Right.
together you create the world around you. That's like a beautiful thing. I think mind shifting.
Hmm. Wow, I love that word. I haven't heard of it about it, and I never thought about the program being mind shifting, but I love it. It makes sense, especially from your perspective. You know how you've transformed, and I love it. And did you expect this program to be what it is now? Like right before, let's say in the introduction, like
Right?
did you expect all the lessons to be
Sorry, I
like
have to
that,
drink
or
water.
oh yeah, go ahead. Or because I know in the very beginning you thought self-love was like taking uh, bath salts and taking yourself on a date. So how did that like um
I think I said self love is like, I'm not sure what I think I said it's like to improve yourself like physically. Yeah, I think it was related to that. When I looked in the introduction, I didn't know where it was going, but at the same time I wasn't like filled with expectations.
mm,
I was just like, it's a course I need to take, and like I think that's the first one that I didn't have like an expectation of how
mm,
to go. But maybe from like the introduction, I think there would just be a lot of inner work, because self love itself is a lot of inner work, like
mm,
fixing yourself, healing yourself, to love yourself.
mm. Okay. And how was no wait, what have you manifested during the program so far?
Um,
Like, did you know
right,
how to manifest before joining the program? Because I teach in the program, I teach self love and then I teach how to manifest. So I
right,
want
you
to
do.
know what was your experience with manifestation, and then what have you manifested during the program so far?
Mm. I feel like I did manifest before the program. It wasn't like, it was more passive than active.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like write things down to say like, oh, maybe for example the podcast, because the podcast came, I think, around about the same time as the self love course, if not later. When did we start? November, October,
October, like
like
mid
early
October.
October, mid October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the podcast thing came like end of October. I don't know if I manifested that with the self love course. I think that one was like a passive manifestation, but like ones where like I really, really manifested was probably, um, I'm trying to think. I know we've spoken about this.
Yeah.
I think like little things in my life, like maybe family being more supportive, or me sort of accepting myself, loving myself, because that in itself is manifestation.
Right.
I'm just trying to think. I
Well,
think the
you
big one would be the podcast one. it wasn't intentional because by then we didn't speak about manifestation. I'm trying to think.
What about like setting
Oh,
intentions throughout your day and stuff?
now I remember. So there was this one time where like I was struggling with a task. I think it was sort of exporting the video for the
Mm,
podcast. And so I was struggling for like 2 days or so. I didn't write intentions to like export it or anything. So it's like, maybe I just should write an intention just to, sort of have it happen. And so I did. And I exported the video. But whilst I was exporting the video, I had like a video chat with the co-host, and also we ended up going on a live. That was the same day like I went on an Instagram live the first time,
mm,
and it was like that spent it was like for 5 hours or something. It was pretty long. It was
mm,
like really really long, but it was like so impactful. It was like it felt like magic. It was like amazing. It was like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, oh my god, like I'm actually having fun. And I remember writing in there my intention, like it was so fun, it was so easy, it just
mm,
magically ended, like finished quickly to export and whatnot. By the time I was done with the live, I think I was done with the export. And I was like, oh wow, that's actually so cool.
mm,
Like I forgot about it. Obviously, I went to monitor it just to make sure it doesn't like cancel the export. But by
mm,
the time there was a time where I left it at like 20% export and there was like 80% to go. By the time I come back, I was like, oh, it's done. I'm like, okay, yeah, great. Now I can like actually release the episode and just get it done and everything. I was like, that actually works.
mm. I love that story. You've told me that before, and I just love it. Like you set an intention for a certain result, and you got it. And I feel like when you see evidence that you are creating with your thoughts, with your intentions, like you'll be able to create even bigger things. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you've told me too, I think that one of your desires to manifest was to have like balance or peace with your family.
Yes.
And I think one
Uh,
of the days it kind of did happen, like your family was being supportive or was being nice to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, you're right. I did have that one where like we guide each other, we help each other, we support each other. I mean, we recorded an episode with you for the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and that day I sort of dressed the unconventional Marcia. Like I was not me, but I was me with
Mm.
my own clothes and everything. Like they helped me dress up, and at
Wow.
the time I was sort of like, wait, why are they doing this all of a sudden? It doesn't make sense. Like I've
Right.
been wearing like I've been like now I dressed up for myself. I was like,
Yeah.
I've been
You
wearing
look really
clothes
nice.
the whole time. Thank you. I was like, I've been wearing clothes the whole time. I've been like, no one has been saying anything. All of a sudden, like now you involved in like how I should dress and like how my appearance should go. And then it took me a while to realize that it was like that manifestation happening.
Mm. I love it. I love
Oh, I
like
even have
yes.
another one.
Share it, share it.
Yeah, there was one intention for personal and spiritual growth. I think I
Mm.
actually did discuss this with you.
Yeah.
Um, the one with personal and spiritual growth, where every day I want to learn new information. That was the intention, just to like evolve myself and grow my mind and just be more aware of things, just to better experience my life as a human being, as a spiritual being.
Mm.
And the next morning, what happened was that I don't know, I was going through Instagram, I think, and then there was human design written in someone had it in their status. So I was like, what's human design? I just don't know what this thing is. It doesn't make sense.
Mm.
So I went to I went to Google and I searched. And when I searched, I started reading about this. There's like four types, like the manifesting generators, or the projectors,
Mm.
the manifestors, and the reflectors. And I was just reading this, and then there's like different types of authorities that come with these strategies and
Mm.
types, right? And so I ended up doing my chart. And when I did it, it was like it was mind blowing because it made so much sense that like, oh, this is like my soul blueprint, and I never knew about it.
Hmm.
It was like, oh, that's so amazing. Like I actually learned something new. And like it's a continuous thing where like I'm learning something new. Maybe from things that I've heard about or things that I'm still like I knew for like a day or two. Like I still keep going with like, huh, I should learn more about like what the projector is, because that's my soul blueprint. I'm the projector. I wonder what you are.
Wow.
That's
I'm a
something you should.
generator. I'm a generator. Wow. So what is a projector? Because I feel like projectors and there's another one where like they're super rare, right? So you're
Right,
like
the
the rare
reflectors and
ones.
the projectors. Yeah,
Wow.
so with the projector, we make up 20% of the population. I think one in every five people.
Mm,
And we were it's like the newest type
mm,
out of amongst the four of them. We came in like the 1700s. Maybe like 1781, I'm not too sure. And we came to be spirit guides to people,
mm,
essentially. And so with that, we help people through giving advice. But the
mm.
one thing, I don't even consider it a weakness, but sorry, my voice cracked. I
No,
don't
you're good.
consider it a weakness, but like I know our, what is it? It's type and strategy. Our strategy is to wait for invitation. So, for example,
Mm,
let's say if I was to give advice to you, you were talking to me and you just needed someone to listen. I should just listen because you invited me to listen. But I can't give you advice unless if you ask, oh, what do you think? What do you think I should do? Then that's a clear indication that that's an invite that I should help you by
mm,
advising you on what to do.
mm.
So that's something that's like it's something that the type is, that's what it is. We should be invited into doing everything. And it sort of makes sense because many of the things that I'm doing now, it came through invitation. I didn't go looking for it.
Right. That's awesome.
Like the podcast, the self-love course, I didn't go looking for it. I wasn't like,
True.
huh, I should do like a self-love course. It came to me. That was like a
Right.
clear invitation that I needed to do it because I essentially responded. That's all there was.
Wow. That's amazing. It's like now this will help you manifest even like more, how do you say, easier, more trusting. It's like you know that
Right.
when it comes to you, that's the right timing. It's
Hmm.
for you. So that's really cool. I haven't done much human design, but yeah, like I've researched mine and it's pretty accurate. So I think anything that helps you, to like follow your purpose, your intuition is like, and you're very intuitive. Like I remember in the beginning of the program, you said that you wanted to be more intuitive or follow your intuition more. And
Yeah.
how do you feel now? Like, do you feel like you're more intuitive? That you trust more your intuition?
I feel like I'm more intuitive. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Because there were instances where I would ignore it because it's sort of like you're conditioned to listen to your ego more than your
Mm,
intuition.
exactly.
And yeah, now I find myself, besides listening to my intuition, I sort of like I'm conscious enough to be in the present so that there's more, I'm more intuitive in that second, that minute, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like I'm speaking to a new woman. Like, I feel like
I'm
every
literally
week.
the same person.
Yeah, but your energy is different.
Right.
Like in the beginning, you were so shy. Like, I feel like your energy was very like closed and tight. And now you're like
And
smiling.
angry.
Yeah, you're angry. Your energy was very angry in the beginning. And now it's like you're happy. You don't seem shy. And you're just very light and obviously you're very wise. So I'm just amazed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, I do have a question for you, although it's an interview.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Like, do you know what your authority is for human design?
I think sacral.
Ah, that's so cool. You're an energy type. I'm not non-energy type. Oh.
Accept yourself, Marcia. You have
Oh no, I
superpowers.
actually did. I'm actually slowly accepting myself. A lot of the things make sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like I know
totally.
to take a lot of rest, and like if I do something and it's like hectic, then I
Right.
sort of have to take a rest afterwards just to recuperate and gain more energy and like do the next thing.
No, yeah. Well, in one of the group calls, I remember you asked me, so what do you recommend to do if like you have a deadline the next day, but like you won't finish because you're sick? And that question amazed me because it's like, no, you take care of you. You tell the person that you're sick and you're gonna turn it in another day. So like, do you do you feel like now
Right.
you wouldn't even ask that question now? Like you would just um take the day off without feeling guilty?
Hmm. I actually did do that a few times. After that, because yeah, there was a week I was feeling really bad. Yeah, I did do that a lot, and I didn't feel guilty. I was like, I feel like it's more of like accepting. I was like, I'm sick
Yeah, exactly.
and I'm not feeling well. I won't be able to produce the best quality work, so I might as well take a step back and do it the next day. I sort of do
Exactly.
that with everything if it's not like urgent, like it's like now, like an actual urgent deadline. If it's like a flexible deadline, then
Mm,
I'll let it be for the next day when I do have the energy just to get
mm,
it done.
mm. That's awesome. That's good. Like some people they don't know when to rest. Like they do know their intuition is telling them their body, but it's like they think like you in the beginning you felt bad for resting and for not working. So it's like you just feel burned out most of the time. But when you listen to your body and rest, it's like you always have energy, not always, but most of the time you just have energy and you're
Right.
efficient. Okay, so next question. How was your Voxer experience with me? Because so during this program, they have unlimited access to me via Voxer. So they can
Mm-hmm.
message me, voice message me on whatever questions, topics they want. So what was your experience with that with me?
Mm, like the only word that comes to my mind was easy. It's just easy.
Yeah.
I know that's literally like the only word.
Yeah.
Like I was literally trying to think and it just said easy. Yeah,
Like
that's the
what
only
would
word
you
I have.
use me for?
Easy. I think it's just easy communication.
Yeah, totally.
I've used you for like when I need advice, because I did come to you like, hey, there was a time where I texted you every day like, hey, what does this pain mean? Hey, what does this pain mean?
Yeah.
Um, I'm not too sure about what's going on there. Can you help me with this? I think I only asked once. I'm not too sure. For like the module.
Oh yeah, yeah. For the
Um,
program, I didn't get barely any questions. It was most like like your personal life.
yeah, the module's pretty. It's pretty simple to follow.
Yeah.
It's one of those like even if I don't get it now, once I look back or rewatch it, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And the workbook is helpful. So a lot of the times it's like hand in hand. It makes sense to me. Yeah, it was mostly like advanced questions if you want to call it that. Uh, advanced like questions, just asking mainly about my personal life or experiences like, hey, um, there's this and this and this going on. How would I do this? But mainly it was easy communication and it feels natural and you'd
Mm-hmm.
answer as soon as possible. So that was always good.
Mm-hmm. And were my answers helpful to you?
Yes, they were. I wouldn't be here if they weren't helpful.
Oh yeah, I know. I just want you to share like your
um,
experience. Um, yeah. So you did get the answer. You did get the help that you seeked.
yeah, I did. I did.
Okay.
A lot, not even a lot of the times, all the time I had a question, I did get the answers and the answers suited and resonated with me. So that part I'm really happy.
Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, because Um, it was the first time I used Voxer to with
Right.
clients, and I also felt the same way. It was so fun and so easy, And I just love communicating with you guys like one on one through there. So yeah, I just wanted to hear your side of the story because my side is fun and easy too.
Yeah, mine is just easy. That's it.
Yeah,
No
totally.
explanation after that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And um, to what kind of people would you recommend this program to?
Hmm. I mean, first off, I would recommend it to everyone because I feel like no matter where you are in your levels of self love, you always need self love. But the course is more than just self love. It's about manifesting, it's about practicing gratitude, being one with your intuition, like healing a lot of past traumas and pain body. Oh,
Mm,
that was also a favorite lesson of mine, pain body.
mm,
Pain body one like really resonated with me. Healing pain body, speaking to the inner child. I feel like the inner child is often ignored, and so that one was like a great addition because it's like I never thought about that, like how past, like my inner child affects how I my psyche is now and how I deal with experiences now.
mm. Okay. So you would recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
literally. I don't have like a specific person. I would literally recommend that everyone
Okay.
join.
Okay.
Obviously it's their free will, but everyone join. It's like it's a course that I feel like everyone needs to take, no
Okay.
matter the age, no matter where you're from. It doesn't matter, you just need to take the course.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. I totally agree. Everyone should take it, and you can never have too much self love.
Right.
Like because you're always healing from traumas. You always have limiting beliefs. Every belief that we have, even if it feels expensive, someday it will become a limiting belief, and then you need to update it, change it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then um yeah, just I'm just super grateful that you're here, that like you share with us your experience and personally like how much you've grown. Like I've seen a lot of growth, like going live on Instagram, inviting me to your podcast,
Yeah.
and like because in the beginning I feel like you didn't know where what you wanted to do with your life. I don't know if you do now or if you have a sense of direction. But it's like I feel like you do, or if like you don't, it's like you know you're gonna go somewhere. You know your higher self is taking you somewhere, and it's taking you the right direction. Or how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I wouldn't say I know myself definitively,
Mm,
but I do know myself more than I did 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 week ago. So the course has really helped in like in getting me to know myself better and
mm,
understand myself better. I can definitely attest to that.
mm,
I wouldn't say I know myself fully, but that's sort of like me surrendering to things I can't control. And you did speak about like if you cannot control something, you best surrender it to the universe and just let it be sorted there.
mm-hmm. Exactly. Wow. Well, you're such a good student. I feel like everyone in the firm is such a good student. Like I'm so grateful for everyone. Like everyone's so much fun and like I think there's three continents in the program right now, and I love that you're from Africa, and I just love your vibe. So thank you so much for like
Thank you.
for sharing your wisdom with me. I feel like I learn everything from every student, and like just the way you see life, the way you express yourself with the lessons, with yourself is like wow, that's amazing. And then
Right.
what you share in the group sessions, you know, how like you would like try to like change your negative thoughts to something positive or change your energies, like okay, like I just see like how hard you work and how far you're gonna get from here. Like self-love is not easy. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're beginning, it's not easy. It's like it's a full-time job, or like you always say, it's a lifestyle. It's like you just can't stop. You can't just do self love in the mornings and that's it. Like it's the whole day, and I
Yeah,
see it within
totally.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I'm so happy and grateful that you're my mentor for like first of all, besides being the self-love guide. Like, you literally my mentor, and like it's been so amazing that you helped me and guided me through my self-love journey.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. I love it. This is my passion, so I'm super helpful that you allowed me to mentor you and to guide you. And I feel like you just know so much. Like you're like you're gonna go travel the world like you want to, right? Like you what's your dream, your biggest dream right now?
That's actually a good question. Um, I think traveling the world is one of them,
Right,
but like my biggest one is being a coach. That's like the big one that
right,
I'm slowly working towards through little steps I'm taking.
right.
That one's like my big one. Oh,
Okay.
no. Actually, that's not my big one. My big goal is to launch a skincare
Oh
brand.
yeah, I remember that. You did say that way before joining the program.
Yeah,
Because you said the same thing as like, I don't know. Well, I do want to help people with to have clear skin, right?
yeah. I mean, skincare is sort of a, I don't want to say difficult thing. It's like I want to create an all-in-one product. That would be so cool if I can like do that.
Hmm. Okay, well, did you make that a major desire in
No,
the
I actually didn't. I think
wow?
I when the major desire was for like this month, what I wanted this month.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's true. I did say that. Okay, well, well, you
I can
can,
always update it.
yeah, you can wait until next month and to have new major desires. I think I have major
Yeah,
desires, not every month because it is like kind of tiring, like writing every day. But when I'm like, okay, I'm ready to change, I'll start doing that same journaling exercises that I have you guys do in this last module, where like you just write your desire, what you want, you get super clear. And
yeah,
yeah, it's just fun, like trying new desires every month because things don't take long to manifest. I
yeah,
think one of your desires kind of already manifests because in the program you have 4 desires to manifest in 1 month, and you said one of yours somewhat did manifest in like I don't know the first days, which was like you wanted a comfortable family. And then you said, wait,
right.
my family was being balanced and helpful to me. So I like that you went not not little because they're not little goals, like every desire is big, but like you didn't just go for like your biggest desire, which is the skincare. And
Yeah.
this is gonna build trust and faith within you. So I'm
I
excited
thought
because
I was
you
wearing glasses.
say what?
I thought I was wearing glasses. It's a
uh,
habit. Sorry, you can continue.
no, you're good. Well, we still have what 2 weeks left in the program, and in those 2 weeks, a
Yeah,
lot of stuff can happen. A lot of things can manifest. So I'll keep you guys updated and on what Marcia manifests. Maybe I'll do a second interview in a few months. I'll invite you back. I'll invite everyone back and see where you guys are. But yeah,
right. That would
okay.
be amazing.
Yes. Oh, and also, could you tell everyone where to find you, like on social media, so if they want to
Right,
follow you and ask you questions?
right. You can find me on Instagram. I am Marcia underscore wild with an S. I'm on Facebook as Marcia Williams. I am on Twitter, although I don't use it. I don't know my Twitter handle.
No, you're good.
But like Facebook and Instagram are like my main ones.
Mm.
And they can find me there.
And also your podcast.
Oh yes. Yeah. You can also find me on my podcast with my co-host. We do have social media for handles and accounts for the podcast. The podcast is called Global Girls with a Z. Our Instagram is Global Girls underscore podcast, and the Facebook is Global Girls Podcast I'm not sure what the handle is. I don't know. I forget these things.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, their podcast is amazing. I got interviewed a few days ago and they asked amazing, deep spiritual questions. And I think the previous interviewee before me, she was what, like a chakra goddess,
Yeah.
energetic healer. So they invite really deep spiritual experts. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, talk about it a little bit so they can know.
Um, okay, so the first episode is out. It's featuring Chantel. Chantel is a spiritual healer, though she doesn't consider herself as one.
Mm.
Yeah, we did speak about like chakras, her passion of music and singing bowls. You spoke about twin flames and soulmates, and you also spoke about femininity and masculinity and her spiritual journey. And then we do have another one out before yours. We did actually do another person, but we
Mm.
postponed the release. Her name is Kim. She's a social media marketer for yoga teachers and
Mm.
health coaches, but she also practices yoga herself. So yeah, that episode was like, yeah, I still thinking about it. It makes my mind blow. We
Wow.
also spoke about mindfulness there and how yoga is for everyone and it's
Mm.
there to accommodate different types of exercises. It could be like energizing and refreshing or like cardio filled, or it could be gentle yoga. Yeah, we spoke a lot about manifestation as well and taking inspired action. So that was really cool.
Mm.
And then yours will be out the following week. So Kim's one is coming out this Saturday. Yours is coming out the next following Saturday.
Awesome.
And yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about your episode.
Now I think they should go listen to it and follow you guys because you guys have amazing content. You guys invite amazing people. So if you guys are into spirituality and just spiritual growth, personal development, I think it's an amazing podcast. Yes, it's new, but like you guys are already
Oh,
like
thank
inviting
you.
amazing people and you guys have amazing content. So definitely give them a follow. Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I think those were all the questions that I had for you. I don't know if you have any additional comments before we end the interview, Marcia.
Um, do I? Let me think. Mm. I feel like this is like this is one of the courses you should take if you want to enter a new stage
Mm.
of your spiritual awakening, because I think I did experience a few deaths, mental deaths, like psychic deaths.
Right, like evil
um
deaths. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's I think this one is like a great one because I mean there is someone, my favorite I don't want to say influencer, but like inspirational speakers. Kyle Cease, he spoke about how society is moving into a
Mm.
higher consciousness than in the last 20 years. And I feel like this course is one of those courses that help get you in like that higher consciousness. It's really, really chef's kisses.
Wow, thank you so much, Marcia. You're amazing and thank you for being so honest and so you. You're so authentic. I love your energy. So,
Oh, thank you.
okay, well, I'm gonna be sharing this video on all my social media. So if you guys have any questions for Marcia, you guys can comment on the video or you guys can message her and I'm sure will you be available to answer any questions, Marcia?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely be available.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, and have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you.